Rodimus to Elite Guard Command! We are under attack! Repeat! Requesting backup! We are under attack!
Guilty secret to tell before my head explodes. A burden I never wanted, I'm getting close to overload. It's been far too long since we last met. Was it fall to me to tell you? You know it's nothing personal, I'm just telling you what I've been told.
Now, what do we know about Hot Rod, or Rodimus, or whatever you want to call him? Now, Hot Rod was his name before it became reformatted as Rodimus Prime. He was obviously given the Autobot Matrix of Leadership from Optimus on his deathbed back in the '86 movie. That's how he got reformatted. But yeah, basically his whole essence is that he's a hot-headed young Cybertronian warrior who one day wants to be the leader of the Autobots, and he's very hot-headed. He runs into situations that could easily get him killed, but he doesn't really see it in that way. And it's portrayed in this way just about through every bit of the fiction. And now I'm reviewing Transformers Animated Rodimus. Now, his bio in Transformers Animated goes as: Rodimus Prime is more than just a high-ranking Autobot officer, and he doesn't need a badge to prove it. He is extremely popular among some of his fellow Autobot brethren. He mastered several different combat skills, such as servo-to-servo combat, while he has mastered the use of various defense weaponry. His personal weapon of choice is his uniquely designed energy bow. And as you would have known, he doesn't have an energy bow in G1, he has a normal blaster rifle like everyone else. But I like how they've gone down this route with him in Animated, where they give him like a little difference, like a youthful, like Robin Hood kind of essence. Rodimus is born a leader and strives to become the next Magnus, which is different. He actually strives to become the next Prime, but in this one he's Magnus. In battle he looks out for everyone, including the enemy, thus making him a great ally in battle. War is not a game to him, though outside of battle he is really a nice guy. And that is his bio for Animated. And yeah, sadly I haven't really watched him in Animated, because as we all know, sadly it did get cancelled. But yeah, for what you can tell, he is probably one of the coolest of the new generation of Autobots. So he has lived, and he's only technically been in G1 and Animated. He hasn't actually gone over into any other series, so him getting another lease of life in a different series is kind of a cool thing. And now on to the review at hand. Now, the figure itself is a very nice figure indeed. The alt mode is really something. As you can see, the lovely Autobot insignias. There's two of them on this particular figure. There's one on the top of the car and one on the bonnet. And I just love the essence of the paint apps to this figure, because I believe that this figure does have the most detail on any other animated figure I've seen. Why I say that is that these animated figures don't go for, like I've said before, they don't go for full-on detail. they go for show accuracy. That's the main aim of the animated line. But with this line, this particular figure, sorry, it's very detailed indeed. It's one of the most detailed figures I've got in my animated collection. Now, the colour scheme really is nice. I believe this particular colour scheme is the United version, I believe. And I got this particular figure from Auto Assembly off a good friend of mine, Nick the True Phantasm, I believe it was, that I bought it off. I do apologise if that is wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was off him. And I just love the colour scheme. It is really, just really something. It's like, how I describe it is as if it's like a pink that's been mixed into like a cherry red. If you look at it at one essence, it looks like a cherry red colour. And then how it really lovely catches the light as you move the figure around in the light. You can also see essence of pink in there as well. One of the best colour schemes or paint jobs on a figure I've seen, and I just love the gold spoiler as well, which just kind of sets it off. Now what you can do with this particular figure, you can actually put his bow accessory on the top of it, like so. But I'm not a massive fan of this, so I don't seem to bother with that. The only thing I have a problem with the alt mode on this particular figure, if you turn the car upside down, you see the legs and also the head is visible. So the whole legs and the face is visible from underneath of the alt mode. One little turn off from me on this particular figure, but it can't be helped. This figure is mainly for show accuracy, not detail. So yeah, it's a bit of a daft thing that the legs literally just collapse in on themselves and plug into the front of the car, as you can see, and the head is clearly visible. But the one good thing about the head, you can actually turn the head around, so you can have actually just the back of the head visible, not the actual face itself. That's one good thing you can do, is that you can turn the face completely around, so you can choose which way you would like to see it. But now onto the transformation itself. Now what you do is you unpeg the feet from the front of the car. Well, this is how I do it anyways. Then as you do it, you have to unpeg the sides of the legs, as the sides of the legs form the doors, the outside of the doors. These can be a little bit fiddly. This side's alright, but the other side, God, it's a little bit of a sod, so bear with me a second while I get this sorted. So yeah, it's not a bad transformation. It's a very simple transformation, but it's getting it into the alt mode for the first time without instructions that have got me. But anyways, there's the legs actually done now, as you can see. Now what you do is you unpeg the sides of the cars, which two sides of the car which become the arms, as you can see there. So you can't really see this properly. Now what you do is you can pop the head up now, so you can bring the whole torso assembly down, as you can see. But you got to be careful, because sometimes it can get stuck bringing the head up like so. So you flip the wheels in like so, the front wheels, and then you flip the chest down. So that's that done. And luckily they're on a very sturdy pop-off joint, the arms, so they're very easily just pop back on. Now bring the legs down, and then 360 twist at the waist, bring them straight right round, like so. Then these silver bits on the side of the legs, you clip back, bring upwards, like so. So that's now the legs complete, and then you have to snap the feet into place. The foreleg bends a slight bit, so you need to make sure that's right. Then bring up the fists, twisting the arms round as well. So that's the arms now done, and as well as the head. And now that's him just about done. Now you just bring the back bit spoiler upwards, like so, thus completing the transformation. And let me just settle him down here. It's a bit of a sod to try and get him on the bed. As you can see, he is a very nice figure indeed. Very nice transformation. And there he is. Now is the weapon accessory, which very nicely clicks into his hand, sorry, as I drop it. You just plug it in to the fist, and here presto. And that is the figure with the crossbow accessory. I really do like this toy. Anybody that hasn't got this toy, or this particular version of the toy, because obviously there's a Toys R Us version as well, the normal Hasbro version, which is the normal Hot Rod G1 colours. So I recommend people to get this version if they've got the other version, because the paint job is really nice and it just sets him off, and it just looks a little bit more epic. And that's the end of this review, I suppose. So thank you very much for watching. Our next review should hopefully be on Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime. So stay tuned, and I'll be back very soon. Thank you. Bye.